Kal Bhairava becomes famous as the guardian of both the physical place called Kashi as well as the spiritual state called Kashi. He is known as Papa Bhakshanam. He eats the sins of people. Whatever Papa you have done. So here is a deity whose formation, the first thing he does is he is affected, he's pursued by the curse of Brahmahatya. And he gets rid of that. And he roams around for 12 years. Okay, so he has the ability to destroy the sins of people. To the extent it is said, when you, in the right condition of mind, if you have a darshana of Kal Bhairava of Kashi, Bhagavan Bhairava of Kashi, if you have a darshan, it destroys lifetimes of sins that you have done. Just by his darshan, he will remove all the sins that you have done. And the sins means your karmic sins. Okay, sins sounds like a loaded moral word. I don't mean it in that sense. I just mean the karmas that you are carrying in that sense. And once the karmas are lightened, you are capable of going higher. Tabhi to enlightenment aayega. Once your sins are, or the karmas are finished. And the most drastic of all karmas is Brahmahatya. So he shows a way how to get out of Brahmahatya. Okay, which is considered as a very, very powerful thing. Then the skull that he holds is very significant. It is the Khappar of Brahma. Brahma is the creator. So basically it's like he's a deity who's holding the skull of the universe in his hand. And he goes around begging with it. Okay, just like that. So he starts off by destroying the creation. Why do we not worship Brahma, by the way? You have not seen us worshipping Brahma, do you? Very rarely in Rajasthan Pushkar, because Brahma represents the ordinary state of creation that we do, which we do we are at all times creating something. You are creating your value in your life, you are creating a company, you are working something, your office, friends, colleagues, something like that. This creation is happening by the activity of your ego. So we are saying that whatever you have created out of your ego, it creates that sense of distortion in reality, in your perception of reality, and it doesn't give you the actual picture of the higher truth. So first thing that Bhairava does is that it kills that ego, fatak. First thing. And then it makes you stand in front of reality. That is why he appears scary. Because that reality is Digambara, it is not clothed. It's very naked reality, the truth as it is. Okay. But in order that the world keeps functioning, because everybody becomes self-realized, the world khatam ho jayega. World has to function. So he shows also, out of his kindness, how to get rid of the papa, the grave sin that occurs when somebody does Brahmahatya. And by getting rid of the sin of Brahmahatya committed by decapitating the head of Brahma, not just any Brahmin. This is the head of all, jo Ved deta hai unka. So he has decapitated Brahma's head, and then he shows how to get out of that sin. Okay, so he does it for Lok Kalyana, so that generations and people can see. In fact, in imitation of Bhairava, there used to be sampradayas in ancient India, Kapalika and Aghora sampradayas. Today it's much lesser, but at least that time it used to be. One point it was very powerful, Pashupata sampradayas and Lakulisha sampradayas. They used to, at one stage after Diksha, they used to ask a man, to the sadhak, to go about 12 years begging with a human skull in your hand, and you will not stay in a house, you will not stay inside society, you can go begging. Sunset ho jata hai, you go outside of the town or stay somewhere, stay alone, no friends, nothing, just the Bhairava Upasana and the Khappar. It's an imitation of Bhairava, and after 12 years you attain a communion of oneness with the deity. Okay, so that was extreme practice. They used to call it Mahavrata.
This was in which period?
I don't know. I think at least 1000 to 1500 years to hoga. And also some scholars say that in the Mahabharata also there are some references to Pashupatas. Many scholars say that. So it's possible. It is very ancient. Okay, and this was a prevalent practice. And this is how Bhairava is first coming into the picture. He guards the realm of Kashi. Kashi is of course a very beautiful, amazing place of Lord Shiva, which we already know of. But Kashi is also an internal state. Eventually, as certain experiences happen, there is a some kind of something related to light. Okay, very luminous internal state comes into an individual. For lack of better words, it creates a vast amount of knowledge, a bliss of jnana. And this state, and there's a lot of prakasha, there's self-effulgent light in that state. Light of not just normal light. So the quality of light is what? It reveals things. In a dark room, you put light, you can see things. So seeing means knowing. So this is a light that has wisdom in it, that teaches you things, that shows you things, and that has a very beautiful glow and joy in that. There is a state when you reach that light becomes natural. That is Kashi. Okay. The Lord of Kashi is Vishveshwara, Lord of the universe. He has every knowledge in the world. Bhagavan Mahadev in Kashi has everything. There is Veda part also going on, and there is Aghora Tantra Sadhana also going on. He has the ability to harmonize both. But to enter that state, you will first have to pass through the test of Kal Bhairav. He guards who can enter and who has the fitness to enter and who does not have the fitness to enter. He creates the adhara. Your mind and body has to have the capacity. Otherwise, you can't just barge into that state. Nobody can enter that state until he allows you.